Hello, how you doing? Well, hello. Hello, didn't see you there. Thanks for stopping in. What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping in. My name is Ben. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping in. My name is Ben. Welcome to Swish Therapy. Today, I'm reviewing the Jordan 36. These guys right here. Might this be my favorite basketball shoe ever? Stay tuned to find out. Man, do I love this shoe. So one of Jordan Brand's main goals with the Jordan 36 was to shed weight wherever possible. They wanted to create the lightest Jordan signature shoe they've ever made. So all the materials that they used on the shoe were selected with that in mind. They even did things like perforating the sock liner to help the foot be in closer contact with the Zoom Air Strobel unit. I have to say I was shocked and extremely impressed with how lightweight this shoe is. It's kind of amazing. In fact, this might be one of the most lightweight, if not the most lightweight basketball shoes that I've ever worn. I mean, it's so light. It's insane. It's very impressive. And it's not lost on me whatsoever that they were able to make such a lightweight shoe that you feel so quick in on the court, but is also stable and supportive. It's pretty awesome. All right, so let's get into the cushioning. So according to Jordan Brand, the Jordan 36 has the most Zoom Air coverage that they've ever put into a Jordan signature shoe. Ever. So real quick, in case you weren't aware, there have been quite a few iterations of the Jordan signature shoe, 36 to be exact. Right? I mean, so that's really impressive. There's a full-length Zoom Air Strobel unit stitched to the upper, sitting above another Zoom Air unit, double stacked, baby, which is meant to give you an extra burst of responsiveness. For me, the cushioning is definitely one of my favorite aspects of this shoe. We already talked about how lightweight it is, but it feels really good too. So you can definitely feel the double stacked Zoom. It's very bouncy and very responsive. I felt like I had a quick first step. I mean, let's be honest, I've always had a quick first step. Sorry. And when taking off towards the rim, if only for a moment, it created the illusion that maybe, just maybe, I could fly like MJ. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. And I felt like they had pretty decent impact protection too. So I did feel really low to the ground in these, which is awesome, good court feel. But at the same time, the combination of the full-length Zoom Strobel and the extra Zoom unit in the forefoot, along with the midsole, makes it pretty cushy underfoot as well. Okay, so let's talk about the traction. Jordan Brand says, the multi-directional herringbone traction pattern is the ideal base to initiate that quickness, change of direction, and control. So I will say, as far as the traction, that the indoor court that I played with these on was not in the best condition. It was pretty dusty and obviously in desperate need of refinishing. That said, I wasn't slipping or anything like that, but the court was dusty enough to the point where I really couldn't get the shoes to squeak very much, which was kind of concerning. But again, really dusty court, and I really think that that had more to do with the court than it did with the shoes. There's actually another local gym that I'm planning on going to soon that I know for a fact has much nicer courts. So when I play with these there, I'm fully expecting the traction to perform a lot better. So now let's talk about materials for a minute. So I'm really impressed with the materials. I think that there's a nice mix, and there should be for the price point. We'll get to the jacquard lino weave upper, which I think is the coolest, most innovative part of this shoe. But there's a nice mix of materials. Like I said, you have sort of a, I'm assuming, synthetic leather kind of wrapped around the top here and around the collar, around your ankle. It feels nice though. And there's another leather band kind of wrapped around the heel area. The tongue is a mixture of this, feels like a pretty high quality mesh. And then I'm not sure what the material here is at the top of the tongue. And of course here we have a nice suede material, same thing with the pull tab on the heel, same suede material. I think it's really nice. Let me tell you what Jordan Brand says about the midsole. According to Jordan Brand, it's a 2-loop foam ribbon system running through the midsole paired with these high sidewalls, which is supposed to provide side-to-side stability. And yeah, I felt like it did its job. The midsole feels pretty cushy, pretty soft to the touch, but I didn't have any issues on the court as far as lateral movement, side-to-side stability, all that. So yeah, I think they did a good job with the midsole. I think it does its job. Okay, so let's talk about the fact that these shoes are see-through. You can see through them, literally. The jacquard lino weave upper. Lightweight but also strong, the material is supposed to bend and contour with your foot to provide support where it's needed most. It also presents a see-through aesthetic that allows light and colors to shine through. I gotta be honest, when I got these out of the box and put them on for the first time, it's a little jarring when you put your foot in. The fact that you can literally see your socks, you can see your foot, but it's cool because you can see how much space there is between your toes and the end of the shoe, which I thought was really cool. It's just brand new. Like, I've never had a basketball shoe that you can actually see through. It's pretty amazing. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with the material. I've never had a basketball shoe with this type of material. I mean, why would I? I think this is the first of its kind, so no one has. But like I said, you can literally see through it, which is pretty cool. Also, that makes it super breathable. So you're not gonna have super smelly feet, which is a plus. But so not only can you see through it, and is it super breathable, it feels extremely sturdy. Like, I don't even know if I could cut through this with a knife, to be honest with you. But yeah, it feels super sturdy, and I feel like it's gonna hold up really well over time. In fact, I will say when I played in these, I was switched onto a guy that was about twice my size, maybe 3 times my size, definite mismatch. And of course, he took me down into the post, and I reached around and actually was able to knock the ball away out of bounds. But as I did that, he stepped right on my foot, right there with all of his weight. Didn't feel great. And but I looked down and couldn't even tell that he had stepped on my foot, which was good. That's another thing with the jacquard lino weave and with this material. I feel like it's not going to show dirt, even the white ones, which is pretty cool. Because I'm extremely picky about that. Moving on to the fit. So I think they fit true to size. So as a reference point, my true to size is a size 12. In shoes like the Kyrie 7 and the KD 14, I actually ended up having to go up half a size because when I tried those on, the 12 felt extremely snug and my toes were right at the end of the shoe, which I do not like. And that's saying something because I have really narrow feet, so I usually don't have that problem with the shoe fitting too snug. But when I tried on the size 12, like I said, in both the Kyrie 7 and the KD 14, that was the case. So I went up to a size 12.5 in those. In the Jordan 36, I went with my true to size 12, and it actually worked out great. I will say this is where the fact that the jacquard lino weave is pretty cool because you can literally see your feet. You can see your socks through the shoe, and so you can tell how much space there is between your toes and the end of the shoe, as opposed to just having to do plant your foot on the ground and press around to kind of feel where your toes are. You can just see it, which is awesome. If you're a wide footer, you can go true to size, but you might want to try a half size up because these do fit pretty snug, especially in the forefoot area. But it just depends on how snug you like your shoes to fit and how much space you like there to be between your toes and the end of the shoe. A bit more on the fit. I would say that the fit is fairly narrow. Again, I have really narrow feet, so that works out fine for me. But when you lace these things up tight, it's pretty snug in the midfoot area. It wasn't anything uncomfortable, it's just really snug, which I like. If you don't like that, then you may not like the way these shoes fit. And I will say, the only thing about these that I noticed with the fit was specifically for some reason with my left foot, when I lace these things up really, really tight, I could definitely feel on the outside of my foot, I could feel the outside of the shoe making contact with the inside of my foot. It wasn't anything painful or uncomfortable, but I was very aware that that was happening. I forgot about it after I had been playing for a little while, but again, that just goes to show you, like, when you lace these things up, even if you have narrow feet, when you lace them up tight, you're gonna feel your foot making contact with the sides of the shoe, I think, in the midfoot area. But in saying that, you know, I'm sure over time as these get broken in, that'll be less and less of a thing. I like the toe box. There's a comfortable amount of space in the toe box. And the heel lockdown, I think, was pretty good too. There's not really an Achilles pad. There's a little bit of padding in the heel area, but when I compare this to like the Kyrie 7, which has giant ankle pillows in the back, this doesn't have that, but I still was able to get really good heel lockdown when I laced them up tight. So the Jordan 36 retails for $185, which, yes, that's a lot of money, but when you consider the fact that they're Jordans, so you're paying for the name, the premium and innovative materials that you're getting, the great performance, and the fact that, in my opinion, these are just sexy. I'm definitely thankful I was able to get a pair of the Jason Tatum colorway here in my size. I'm definitely going to be keeping track of the other colorways that are going to be releasing. There's another colorway coming out soon called First Light that's like black and purple and orange, and to me it looks amazing. I'm definitely going to try and get my size in that one, and I'm going to be keeping my eye on other colorways that come out. I'm going to be watching out for the Jordan 36 Low, which I'm assuming they will release at some point, maybe later this year or early 2022. But these will definitely not be my only pair of Jordan 36s, because this is definitely my favorite basketball shoe that I own currently, and it might be one of my favorite basketball shoes that I've ever had. So if the Jordan 36 sounds like something you would like, I hope that you're able to get your hands on a pair, because they're pretty awesome. I love them. They're just great, man. So thanks for watching, especially if you've gotten to this point. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Give me a little thumbs up. A little thumbs up. A little one, just a little one. You don't have to do a big one, just a little one. Just click it, click the button. And hit that big red one that says, what is it, subscribe. But this is my channel, Switch Therapy. Everything involving basketball is a form of therapy for me, and I hope it is for you too. I appreciate you stopping in and spending some time with me today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.